Hello and welcome to the latest update of the sugarcane rainfall outlook for the Burdekin district. In this issue, we will look into how the Access S model verified for rainfall over June before covering July rainfall to date. We'll then cover short-term weather watch points before seeing what the rainfall outlooks have in store over the coming months. So how did the Bureau's long-range Access S model perform over the month of June? On the left, we have the observed rainfall totals at the top, largely negligible rainfall with the exception of 24 millimetres at Millaroo, and below that we have the rainfall deciles, which show us how these totals compare to the June median rainfall. And we can see plenty of red colours indicating below median rainfall across the region, with the exception of Millaroo. On the right, the Access S rainfall outlook in skill is for June. Looking at the skill map, there is moderate skill in the model at this time of year with 55 to 65% accuracy, and we can see that the forecast of low odds, 30 to 35%, of exceeding the June median rainfall has verified very well across the region, with next to no rainfall in most of the gauges in the Burdekin. So far in July, rainfall totals across the region are slightly above average for the month already, with broadly 40 to 60 millimetres across the Burdekin and all locations having exceeded the July mean rainfall, with a week and a half still remaining in July. Nearly all of the monthly rainfall so far to date was delivered by the unseasonable cloud band which moves through in the first week of July. In the short term, little in the way of rainfall is expected across the Burdekin over the next 7 days, with mostly settled conditions until mid to late next week, when a surge in the southeasterlies will bring some showers, predominantly to the coastal fringe. At this stage, we only expect light falls over the Burdekin, with 5 to 10 millimetres right on the coast and less than 5 millimetres further inland. Here we're looking at the chance of exceeding 25 millimetres of rainfall over the next fortnight, from the 23rd of July, broken down into week-long periods. This model guidance is from the Australian Long-Range Forecast Model, Access S, and as a reminder, you can access these maps from the Bureau's Climate Outlooks page and choose from a range of rainfall thresholds. They're updated daily with the latest model data. So the modelling is suggesting for both weeks that there's a less than 10% chance of receiving 25 millimetres or more. So what can we expect for the month of August? In the Access S long-range forecast, there's roughly even odds of exceeding the median rainfall at around 45 to 55% chance. The model skill is high at this time of year at around 65 to 75% accuracy, which increases our confidence in the forecast. This translates into an expectation we'll see monthly rainfall close to the historical median for August, as we can see from the similar values of rainfall between the forecast 50% chance of at least chart on the left compared with the historical median values on the right. Breaking the likely rainfall down further for August, with the high chance of receiving on the left, a 75% chance of receiving, and the lower chance totals on the right, the 25% chance of receiving, to give us an idea for the potential rainfall spread for the month, and its modest amounts as we would expect in the middle of the dry, with rainfall likely to fall within the 0 to 25 millimetre range. And to finish, a quick look into the long-term rainfall forecast for the spring months, September through to November. The model skill is very high for this period, with accuracy in excess of 75%, so we have strong confidence in this outlook, and the forecast is for a low chance, 30% or less, of exceeding the median rainfall across the spring months. And a reminder for an alternate view of the rainfall output from the Australian Long-Range Forecast Model Access S, you can check out the Climate Services for Agriculture website, Google Climate Services for Agriculture, and you can get tailored rainfall information for a point location for both monthly and seasonal timescales. That's it for this update. As always, check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website or the BOM Weather app. Please send any feedback through to agriculture@bom.gov.au. We'd love to hear from you about ways we might improve the service. See you next Outlook. Thanks for listening.